Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is the 90-Day Fiance Tell-All Part 1. Okay, Season 7. I'm just gonna go through the highlights, y'all. I'm really just gonna go through the highlights because, we already know these tell-alls don't really tell all. It's just telling us the same old things we already know. So we're just gonna hit the highlights, yeah, okay? But right when the show airs, they do like the lead up to the actual show, and we see them like get into the show, and they talk about like what has happened since last filming, I guess. So they had Robert and Annie first. They say they are married. Annie's like, we married, but we have problems like everyone else. We have problems. So like, we have to work on our problems, but like me and Robert, we are married. Okay, so then we get Michael and Juliana. They're good, but Michael is worried about him having to talk about his divorce, and we see why later. Okay, then we get Sasha and Emily. They say it's tough, but they're getting adjusted. Okay, since they had that big move from Russia to here. Then we get to Anna and Marcel. Anna says it has been tough for her family, her getting married and whatnot. Joey wasn't into it, her oldest son, so. Then we get Mike and Natalie. Well, it's just Mike, okay? It's just Mike on there, and we don't really know what the status of their relationship is, and they don't know, okay? So, then we get Angela and Michael, and I just want to get down to the bottom of, why Michael's visa got denied, because I pay taxes here. And I just don't know what Michael said to mess it up. He always messes everything up. Next time I'm going to see him, I'm going to beat him up, okay? That was Angela. She just worried about that, okay? Then we get Sanjin. Sinjin and I combined their names together for Sanjin, okay? Sinjin and Tanya. Sinjin basically just needs a job. He is saying Tanya's leg is broke, okay? Poor girl got into a car accident. May she heal up well. Okay, poor thing. But that leg, I was like, dang, girl, leg is broken. Okay. So that was just the lead up before the show. Not that much. Okay. Then we get all the couples on the set. We got Sean hosting as usual. Sean is like, we got Marcel. Don't worry, we got you a translator because we know you're not gonna know what's going on. Okay, baby. So we got you a translator. Okay. So, Sean is like, girl, Tanya, what happened to your leg? Okay, Tanya says she got in a car accident, okay? So, boom. Then we get talking about Anna and Marcel for some reason and their fornications, their fornicating activities, and how her children had heard such activities. And I said, girl, we can move on. We can just move on. Then we get Sean asking Tanya, like, girl, the social media ate you up for you leaving for 30 days out of the 90 days. Like, girl, why? Why couldn't you have postponed it? And Tanya was like, I couldn't postpone it because I postponed it for 2 years. And so I can't postpone it for a third year. Like, come on. What is happening? What is big that is happening in my life that I would really need an excuse to postpone this another year? Nothing, girl. Nothing. Okay? So everybody was like, it's not a good look, Tanya, okay? So, Sinjin and Tanya, the kid situation gets brought up with Sinjin and Tanya and her wanting a baby, And they're like, Sinjin, do you feel like you're on a timeline? And Sinjin is like, yes. And they're like, so do you want a baby? Like, when do you want a baby? And he's like, well, I don't know. And Tanya's like, we're fighting about it constantly. Trust and believe, okay? So we can tell, all right? So that's pretty much it for that one. And then they move on to Sasha and all of his baby mamas. Sean asked him, did you meet Emily when you were still married to the second wife? And he was like, hold on, let me think, because I forgot if I was still married and if I cheated on my wife with Emily. Let me act like I'm thinking about it, okay? Yeah, I met Emily when I was still with my second wife. And Emily was like, hold up, but we were still friends. We didn't, soon as I heard that he had broke up, was divorcing from his wife, then I swooped in. Come on, y'all, stop it, okay? So I said, girl, who is really believing that? They also bring in Betsy because, of course, Betsy got to be on the scene to down Sasha, okay? And Betsy's like, stop talking about my sister weight, okay? Because she eats junk food and whatnot, and you want to police her weight. And Sasha's like, girl, I'm not policing her weight. I just, she admits that she wants to lose some weight. And Betsy's like, she can eat what she want to eat. And I'm like, girl, okay. So they stayed on that for a little while. I said, okay, girl, whatever. Emily, you do what you want to do, baby, okay? Whatever you want to do, that's what you do, okay? So then we get to Michael and Juliana, and they talk about Juliana's family and the mystery of why she's not really close with her family. And she breaks it down to where it seems like she has always done for her family and they expect her to do, and then when she doesn't, they are mad at her. So that's why they not talking to her and whatnot. And so she says she still sends money down to them, but they have an issue with her because I guess she says no on certain things. And so I was like, well, that makes sense. Because from what she was saying before, I was like, girl, it can't just be that they jealous of you. Like, either, it had to be something more, and this is the something more, which makes more sense, okay? They also bring in the ex-wife, and they're like, Sean asked them why they got divorced. And ex-wife is like, girl, why don't you ask Michael? Okay, and we're like, Michael, what happened? And Michael gets to stuttering and, forgetting like Sasha did, like, see, I was traveling a lot and I was going from here to there and I was forgetting I was married, and just whatnot. And I just wanted my, I feel like I didn't have any freedom with, kids and a wife. I was like, boring. Okay. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And that's just pretty much what he was saying. Okay. So ex-wife comes in and she's like, okay, excuse me, when you say you didn't have freedom, like, I literally gave you all the freedom that you wanted. So, I mean, okay. And I was like, girl, we know Michael is lying, okay? Like, he didn't want to be with you no more, and he wanted to do what he wanted to do. He wanted to party and whatnot. So, we got the truth from his lies, okay? And so, Sean asked, like, girl, did he cheat on you? And she's like, Michael, you wanna answer this one? And he's like, well, I mean, like, no, not until like after the divorce. And Sean asked the ex-wife, and ex-wife is like, I mean, what do you define cheating as? And Sean is like, girl, what do you define cheating, girl? It don't matter to me, sis. What do you define cheating? And she's like, yeah, because he wasn't sleeping with anybody, but he was having like emotional affairs. And Michael was like, well, yeah, if that's what you call cheating, then, I was emotional affairing up here, okay? And I was like, ex-wife, don't try to be too nice. Like, if he was in the wrong, he was in the wrong, girl, okay? They bring out the kids. Sean was like, Juliana, did you know any of this? And Juliana's like, girl, I mind my business. And I'm like, Sean is like, but this is your business. Him, and figuring out like what he did in the past and if he's gonna repeat it in the future with you, girl, that's your business. And Juliana was like, I don't know. What? I don't know, girl. I don't care. And I'm like, Juliana, all right, girl. They bring out the kids. The kids are cute as always. They ask the kids who their like favorite couple is. Who their favorite couple is. That sounds wrong. Is that right? Anyways. They asked them to give some advice to all the couples. And they're like, look, y'all need to learn about each other's culture first off. Marcel and Anna. You need to learn that man language and you need to learn English. And both y'all need to learn about each other. Stop playing with each other like that. Okay? The kids didn't say that. I said that. Okay? But anyways, the kids were cute. It was cute, okay? Then we get to Robert and Annie. They basically went in on Robert for bringing that girl to Goodwill. And they went in on him about why he brought her to that apartment with the extra bedroom. If he was just going to be like, nah, we're not moving in here. I'm just showing you this just to tease you, okay? They went in on him about that. They also talk about the pics of his exes that are on his phone / Facebook. I said, girl, remove them. On to the next. Then they bring in Bryson's grandparents and how they've been completely disrespectful to your girl this whole season. Okay. Sean asked the grandparents if they've seen Bryson. And then that's when everything blows up. Okay, they say they haven't seen Bryson in a long time. Robert is like, y'all haven't seen Bryson because y'all threatened me or whatever. And the grandparents basically leave after that because they were like, we're not going to discuss this right now, okay? And so Sean is like, so what is the issue, Robert? And Robert says that I didn't really catch what he was saying. Something about a apartment fire. Something about he was homeless for a couple weeks. And something about his family had took him in. And he sent the baby up there to be with his other family. No, his friends had taken him in. And then he sent Bryson up there to be with his family, I guess, in New York. And did Stephanie and did Bryson's grandparents not take him in or something? I didn't really get what was the whole issue, like the beef that they had, like the beef history, you know? Like I couldn't catch it because Robert was upset. And I was like, what are you saying? What? Okay, but basically he has like some issues with Stephanie. And they don't know how to resolve them, okay? So that was them. Then we get to Anna and Marcel. They talk about how the kids are handling everything, which they're struggling, okay? Which Anna has put them kids through a lot as far as this whole situation. So they're going to struggle. So I was like, yeah, Anna. They also talk about how Marcel wants a baby, but Anna says she can't carry it, so they're going to have a surrogate. But she said that is frowned upon in Turkey, or it is illegal. So they're like, so y'all just going to keep this from them too, his people? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, some more lies on top of lies, okay? So then we go back to Sinjin and Tanya. And just to bring up this whole soulmate topic, okay, girl? I'm like, look, Tanya knew what she was doing when she told that man that he wasn't her soulmate. Okay, and now she wants to act like she don't know what the word soulmate is, and maybe she is being honest about that. But girl, you didn't think of that man's feelings when you said that. You could have like y'all are about to get married, and you talking about, I don't know if you my soulmate, but you still want to be with me. And what do you expect him to feel? Of course he gonna be hurt by that, girl. Maybe you should have worked that out within yourself before just throwing that on that man like that, you know. But anyways, that was the whole soulmate thing. Sinjin was saying, poor Sinjin just seemed like he go with whatever. He's like, I don't know. I mean, she's had another soulmate. I mean, I guess it hurt, but I don't know. How am I supposed to feel, guys? How am I supposed to feel? I was like, baby, how do you feel? Okay. Poor Sinjin. Okay. Then we get the last couple we get to for part one. It's Mike and Natalie. They asked, Sean had included them by asking them if they feel like they're soulmates, Mike and Natalie. And Mike is like, I feel like my soul has came across Natalie in a lifetime. Okay. And Natalie's like, what do you want from me? Like, he's not my soulmate. What do you want from me? He's not my soulmate. Okay. And we're like, wow. Of course. I mean, she's honest. They also talk about how Natalie wants a child right now. And Mike's whole thing is that she is over there and he is over here. And Sean is like, okay, well, if she was here, like, would y'all have a baby by now? And Mike was like, girl, we would have had 2 babies by now, girl. It ain't a thing. But we still got to get to this whole issue with them about why they hate each other and why they're fighting. So I guess we're going to get to that in part 2, which comes on tonight when I'm filming it, which is Monday, which is when y'all see it too. So I'll see y'all in part 2. Let me know what y'all thought about part 1. We didn't find out anything new, really. Same old. We just talking about it for another 2 hours. So like the video if you like this, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and that's pretty much it. I love you guys. I will see y'all tonight. Or I'll see y'all. We'll watch it tonight, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Bye.